Hi everyone, it's Lisa. I have a few quilting hacks for you. I tend to go for the less traditional things, and I'm always trying to find another fix or method for um, solving problems in not only the sewing room but any other place in my house. So let me show you a few things. Number one, this is 1/4 inch cork tiling. I think it's 12 by 12. I don't know what it cost, but this stuff makes a great underlayment on your ironing board. So if you have a regular ironing board and you don't want to buy an expensive wool mat to cover the whole thing, you can get these more inexpensive cork. This is, this isn't going to burn. And you can use this cork and use it over top the metal in your ironing board, and then put your ironing board sheet on top of it, your ironing board cover on top of it. And if you want to go to the very end, of course, you could cut this so that it fits the nose. I don't need the nose quilting, but three of these will fill up the space on a typical ironing board before it narrows for the more precision ironing. So give that a thought. Having a firm pressing surface does make a difference, and this on top of your metal assures that you've got an inexpensive, highly effective pressing surface. So when you're cooking and you have these meat trays that are left over, think about all the wonderful uses that you can use these trays for in your sewing room. Most particularly, I like this size quite a bit. It's about an inch deep and it's rectangular, as you can see. I've got in here my diamond strips. This will go right by my sewing machine because I need to sew my diamond strips, except I flipped them over. And of course, I'll sew the wrong side. These are my diamond strips, and I know that I can just push these through my sewing machine. So they're excellent for phasing your work. I'm a big believer in phasing work. That's why I glue based. I feel like I am a evangelical messenger for the Church of the Perfect Seam. But glue basting allows me to be efficient and to be accurate and not bleed all over my quilts or handle pins. So this is the sewing tray, and this is the piecing tray. And what's so beautiful about this is they can all stack up. So I don't really know which meat came in here. I think it was actually some sort of chop. But the nice thing about it is that it stacks, and everything fits nicely in it, and I can see it. And then if you like, you can stack these. Just imagine you've got squares and triangles or diamond shapes or whatever it is that your pattern calls for. And then you can simply slide this whole thing into a plastic bag, and the rigidity of this piece is going to help you keep your pieces from bending. So that's a thought. And here's a different size tray where I've got some diamonds in. So I use these, and then I can stack them. And I am a terribly messy person. You will never see panoramic views of my sewing area because it does look like a nuclear bomb went off, but that's just how my brain works. It's always been that way, and that's one reason why I can find different uses for things. Now, I'm a big thrift store person. I love to go in and see things that I can use, give them a second life. And of course, I call those pre-donations because you know what that means. When I die, that stuff's going back. But anyway, I try to keep in mind things that I can use in my sewing room. So this is like a beautiful Japanese made black with little enameled painting on it. And what a perfect little you can pick it up in the middle, and you can put your pins and your clips or feet or whatever. I keep this by my sewing machine, And when I have to switch feet out, I just, put it, put it in here. I have one of those So Steady tables, and because that sits up off of the table, I can just slide this over, and I have great visibility as to what's inside of this little pouch. Or this ditch. I don't know why I'm calling it a pouch. And the last, where's my last item? Oh, here's the last item that I wanted to share. I just picked this up. And here's just, of course, there's many uses for, for this. Again, I got this at my favorite thrift store, which is the Children's Hospital, the King's Daughters. And again, you can put clips, pens, tools, rulers, just any little knick-knack. As you know, when on the feet, when we sew, we have lots of things that we have to put our hands on quickly, and we have different workspaces. So this would make this okay. Here's how I will use that. I will just simply put my rotary rulers, or rotary cutters in there rather, and I'm not always good about fastening the safety cover on them. So if they're like this, there's no way that I can bump or hurt myself because the blade is fully protected. So it's close by. I'm not spending a lot of time opening and closing my blade, which is, ultimately you get wear issues. It is a smart practice, I know, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. But if you're lazy like me, then you can get something like this and then keep yourself safe, your workplace organized, and help out a charity to boot. Thanks for joining today. I hope you picked up a thought or two that you might be able to use in your sewing room.